I have exactly 1 week left to work on the van before the baby comes out. And it looks like it's gonna rain today too. So it's not gonna help, but I will do the best I can and see what I can get done. And yesterday I left off with building the support to mount the linear actuators for the elevator bed. And I expected it to rain today, so that's something that I should be able to do indoors inside the van. And I can get that mounted and start working on building the bed frame. Today is day 84 of our DIY Sprinter van build. Let's get started. Let's grab the linear actuators and the mounts that comes with them. So there's going to be 4 linear actuators that need to be installed, 1 on each corner right in front of each of the bed rails. And they have the bottom brackets here. That's where that's what's gonna be holding the weight of the linear actuators and the bed. And I put a bunch of support beams here to hold the weight. So that's gonna get installed right in there. So let me start with mounting those to the support beams down here. So here I have a piece of 2040 aluminum extrusion. This is what the bed frame is going to be built out of. It's going to be the 4 sides, and then there's going to be support beams in between. And the linear actuator is going to be mounted right on the rail to push it up and down. And this piece right here will be what the rail is going to get mounted to. So I'm just trying to find out the dimension or the location for where I want to center this center channel here for the linear actuator, and then I can mount the linear actuators to the base there. And I have no idea how I can mount these currently to the rail there. I might have to make new holes or something, but this is like the end of it. So this is gonna go like this. Somehow we'll find a way to secure it, but let me take a look. Let me sort of play around with this, and I think I can take this apart and get to the screws that way, but that's what I'm gonna be working on today, is figuring all this stuff out. I don't think I have the right hardware to mount this piece for the bed rail onto the bed frame itself. So I'm gonna need to do a little research to see what this the size of this screw is and what type of hardware I can use to get this to go into the rail here. But for now, I'm gonna just figure out the measurement for where I want the actuators to be. We'll figure this part out later on. So assuming I can get the block for the bed rail flush to the bed frame here, like this, I am gonna need to put this part, which is the top of the linear actuator, sort of touching the block, actually even under the block, like this, for these holes to align. I hope you guys can see that, like this. So this is going to be fairly close to the rail itself. Maybe a 1/4 inch sort of inside the block this way. Okay. Which means the linear actuator is almost going to be touching the rail right here for that sort of fitment, because if you look at it like this, it's going to be just right next to each other, and that's how it's going to need to be mounted, right next to each other, super tight. I prefer that anyway, because I don't want it to be like so far apart. It's starting to rain now, so I have to turn the lights on and close the doors. And I decided that before I install the linear actuators, I want to know exactly the brackets that is going to be going on here to mount the bed frame, just so that there might be some adjustment, because I'm thinking I might use like these L brackets that can get attached right on the blocks. That's going to hold the bed up. And if there's a L bracket, then there's going to be a piece of screw here that's going to be kind of coming out a little bit, so it's not going to be as flush as I need. So that's not going to allow me to mount it to where I want, which is really close here. So I want to get that installed before I put this, so I know where to put this thing. But what I'm going to do now is I want to check out the controller. So I have here the control piece to connect the 4 linear actuator together to. And it's a synchronizing module, which means once all 4 of these linear actuators are connected to this unit, it synchronizes the speed and makes sure the bed is going to lift up at the same speed. Otherwise, it would seize the blocks here, and it won't go up or down. So we have this unit here. I'm going to connect those units into this, and there's also a little control rocker switch, which is this one. And this is also going to get connected to the controller. This is going to allow the bed to go up and down. And we got to find a place to mount this to. There are also a lot of wires that's going to need to be ran. So let me just work on that. Let me just run all the wires for the actuators, and we'll just test it out to see if they synchronize. And I'm trying to find the best spot to mount the controller. Probably over here, I'm thinking. Somewhere down here. I'll need to make sure like I don't block access to it in the event I need to look at it and fix it or whatever. There's going to be an opening on this side for storage, so I'll put like a piece of board here to cover it up so I don't mess with the wires or anything when we're accessing the storage. But I think it's going to go right down here. And then I'll run the wires through these cross beams here to the designated linear actuators. Let's drill a few holes so I can run some wires through. I'm just running another cable to the control panel area. This is for the rocker switch, the switch that's going to bring the bed up and down. And it's going to sit in the control panel up there. Let's get these guys connected to the controller and see if we can get them to synchronize and work. There are 5 wires, actually 6 wires to each of the linear actuators. I'm just trying to find on their website which color goes into which port. All 4 of the actuators are hooked up. Let me connect the power and the rocker, and then we can test it out. And lastly, let me wire up the rocker switch, and we should be able to test it. The instructions were not very clear on connecting the rocker switch So I'm gonna probably have to try it out a couple of times to see if I can get it to work. So let's plug everything in. Let's see if I can get it to work. Rocker, power, and then the 4 switches here. Let me put a fuse in the 12 volt stuff first. Okay, we have power. Let me just take a look at these first, the settings here. So based on the instructions, I need to make sure that I have the feedback on, because these are actuators with feedback for synchronization, and then the number of actuators will be 4 actuators. Activate all 4. Let me plug the rest of the stuff in first. Linear actuators onto the controller here. It's a little messy here, but we'll work around the mess. 2, 4. Let's put the fuse back in. It says it's stuck. 2 of them. System failure. It's stuck. What does that mean? Why would it be stuck? Let's try again. All 4 are stuck. I don't know if it's the rocker that I'm not properly setting up. Because like I said, I don't know if I did the rocker properly. Because I only did one side. There's like 6 ports on it. I only did one side. Maybe I need to connect the 2 together, and then that might be the way to do it, but let me try again. Let me see if calibrating it first. I think I need to calibrate it first, but color is calibrating. Oh, it's moving. Actuators are moving. Maybe that's what I need to do, calibrate it. And it's going to come back down to the same pace. And you just need to get calibrated first. At least we know these are working. That's a good thing. I think it just might be the rocker switch that I'm having trouble doing it properly. Let's try it again. Ooh, it's working. It's working. I did reverse the up and down, so it's working. I just hit the rocker switch in one of the directions, and it's all moving in sync, it looks like. Is it in sync? I don't know. Not really in sync. Let me try to line them up. Well, I think they are in sync. All right, let's try the other direction again. Down, and it's working. Okay, so I did install the rocker switch properly, so I don't need to do anything with that. And it is looking pretty good. And once again, just to show you guys how all this works, we got a little rocker switch here. And once I press the up button, which is this one, the linear actuators will go up in sync by this module here. And the module shows the length of it as it's extending, sort of in sync. I mean, by like 1 inches or something difference, but here they are going up all together. And on the controller here, you can limit the length it extends to and also the minimum side. So once we get the bed frame installed, whatever the height is, I probably don't need the entire length of this stroke here. So whatever it needs to end at, then that's what I'm going to set on the controller, so that as long as I just press the rocker switch here, it's going to stop at that set height. And also on the down position. Down position, I'm probably just going to go all the way down, because the down position is going to be as low as the length of this actuator, the base part here. So that's how it works. what I'm going to do now is I need to wire these up in their location. These wires here that's included are too short, so I ran the black cables that are to their designated corner there. So I'm going to be connecting them together, and once they're connected, then I can connect those wires over to the controller, and that's going to be the final test to make sure these guys are working before I set them in place. So I'm going to work on that now. It's almost time for dinner, and then tomorrow, once I get those brackets to come in, I just order it now. The brackets to mount the actuators, not the actuators, the brackets to mount the bed frame to the block here, then I'll know how to mount the actuators to the bed rail. So that's what I'm going to be working on now, and we'll see you guys in a bit at dinner. Okay, let's see what's for dinner tonight. Famous beef and broccoli, steamed eggs, and shrimps, pepper, and scallops. Yeah, simple dinner. Hey, 食飯啦，Spencer 坐低啦。You don't need to watch it, you just took a shower. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. Even though I didn't really do too much in the van, the linear actuators being tested and all that is a real big milestone for just getting the bed done, which is going to be happening in the next 1 or 2 days, I think. But the rain doesn't really help with just doing things outside. Hopefully that will be over soon. It looks like there's going to be rain for the next 2 days too. So if you guys want to keep following our DIY Sprinter van build, hit that subscribe button so you get notified when the new videos come out. And if you enjoy watching this video, smash that like button so they can spread out to more people. We really appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.